Wireshark is the world's leading network traffic analyzer and an essential tool for any security professionals or system administrator. This free software lets you analyze network traffic in real time and is often the best tool for troubleshooting issues on your network. Common problems that Wireshark can help troubleshoot include dropped packets, latency issues, and malicious activity on your network. It lets you put your network traffic under a microscope and provides tools to filter and drill down into that network, zooming in on the root cause of your problem. Administrators use it to identify faulty network appliances that are dropping packets, latency issues caused by machines routing traffic halfway across the world, and data exfiltration or even hacking attempts on your organization. Wireshark intercepts traffic and converts that binary traffic into human-readable format. This makes it easy to identify what traffic is crossing your network and how much of it, how frequently, and how much latency there is between certain hops, and so forth. Given the large volume of traffic that crosses a typical business network, Wireshark's tools to help you filter that traffic are what makes it especially useful. All this and it's completely free. There are so many hands-on uses for Wireshark that it's easy to overlook what an effective learning tool it can be. Lifting the lid on network traffic and watching packets fly by, even drilling down to the byte level and examining TCP headers, is a powerful way to learn and teach others how the internet works. All in all, this can only lead to better informed business decisions and better government policy, not to mention a better qualified workforce. Wireshark is already a staple in the classroom due to its free-to-use price tag and the fact that it is completely open source while also meeting all of the same features that its closest competitors use. Though it's common in the classroom, it is so easy and intuitive to use that any eager learner can easily download the Network Protocol Analyzer, sniff their local Wi-Fi access point, and start examining traffic. Though it may seem like Wireshark is a relatively recent program, this is because it was only called Wireshark since May of 2006. Founded in 1998 by Gerald Combs, Wireshark was originally called Ethereal. Over the years, it has received dozens and dozens of patches, along with an overwhelming amount of community support. For these reasons, it is considered to be one of the standards for network protocol analyzers that you can possibly get on today's market. Wireshark runs on all the major and most of the minor operating systems. This includes most types of Linux, OS X, FreeBSD, NetBSD, OpenBSD, and of course, Windows. The program is a free software, licensed GPL, and is thus free to use, share, and modify. Without further ado, here is a video guide on how to install and use Wireshark.
Alright everyone, welcome to our demonstration on how to download and use Wireshark. So the first thing you want to do is open up your internet browser and just Google Wireshark and go to the first link and pretty intuitively go to the download section. And you're going to want to pick the version that's best suited for you. This works for Windows and Mac. I believe it's also possible to get this onto a Linux system, but we will not be covering that in this tutorial. So go ahead and choose the 64-bit Windows version and wait for that to download. It should go relatively quickly. Open up the installer, press yes on that. And just like any other software that you know that you're going to want to use, you can just kind of skip through the installation with a bunch of nexts and I agrees. It's going to download it to your desktop and just keep going through here. You don't need to click any of these other things. That's for supplemental uses of the software that we won't be covering. So as this is downloading, you can see it should go pretty fast. It's not a large software. And that's another benefit for Wireshark is how lightweight it is. And as you can see by this website, it is an open source piece of software. You can view the source code right here for Wireshark. If you download it, we won't do that. But so our download's finished. We're gonna go ahead and run it as we can. Get this out of the way. And we're not gonna apply any filters because we're only gonna be visiting one website for this tutorial. So now that we have Wireshark up and running, we can go ahead and reopen up Firefox or your internet browser. And I'm just gonna use Blackboard for this tutorial. So go ahead, open up Blackboard. I wanna log out first to show this use. And now back in Wireshark, you're gonna want to select your internet adapter that's being used. As you can see, I'm on the Wi-Fi in my apartment right now, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the Wi-Fi internet connection. So now this is picking up right away all the internet connection, but I'm going to go ahead and stop that. I'm going to reload the Blackboard page just to get it ready for this packet capture. So we're going to go back to Wireshark, and we're going to select the blue fin here to start the capture. And as you can see, I don't have any other tabs open on my browser, so the only traffic we're going to be getting is specifically for this Blackboard page. So we're going to go ahead and press capture, continue out saving to get rid of the previously captured traffic, which is not of our need. And as you can see, it immediately starts picking up 7 to 8 packets right away. And that's before we even try to log in anything. That's by just background services running. So what we're going to do is press login. And as you can see up here in the left-hand corner, this is something you can find on Chrome, Firefox, I believe Safari too. You can see how we're running a secure connection. Blackboard is running an HTTPS website, as you can see right here in the URL header, and as verified by the web browser. So if we go back over to Wireshark, we can pause the capture because we got everything we needed. And I'm going to go ahead and make Wireshark full screen now. And now if we just if we just take a look at this right away, you can see there's a plethora of different packets that were captured. There's TCP, we move down, there's a couple of different versions of TCP, TLS v1, here are some DNS requests, and we're just looking right here on the right side, which is going to explain the application data and information about it. You can see some signals, some acknowledgements, as we previously talked about in this class on how the internet works like that. And what I'm looking for right now is there should be packets around here. Yeah, right here. So you see this packet right here where it says encryption alert. So if we come down here, this is the part of Wireshark which will show you all of the raw data that you have captured in your packet. So if we go up here to, let's try to find one. Yeah, so if we go to this one, this is just a random TCP packet, so it's just gibberish to begin with. But you can see you have the hex code on your left, which is then getting translated to plain text. But whereas we go to the encrypted packet, you can see it's even more gibberish because it was encrypted. So if any of these packets, if Blackboard had not been using an HTTPS connection, S standing for secure, meaning it's encrypted, these packets above this encryption alert would contain just raw data that we would be able to then see in this portion down here where the hex is being translated to plain text. But like I said, thanks to Blackboard and many popular websites now that do use HTTPS, it's being encrypted, so we can't access that information.